Bine v-am regăsit! În urmă cu un an și jumătate, Brad pășea pentru prima dată în București. Căutase pe internet o țară ortodoxă, iar România a fost prima opțiune. A ajuns în Vinerea Mare, la Biserica Sfântul Gheorghe Nou din București, la Prohodul Domnului. Iar atunci a exclamat: "Mă simt ca acasă." A plecat în Anglia, însă gândul nu-i dădea pace. Trebuia să ajungă la București și să devină ortodox. Despre drumul lui către ortodoxie, a lui Sophrony, pentru că așa îl cheamă acum, un englez convertit, care a ajuns și la Sfințirea Picturii Catedralei Naționale, imediat la secvențe TRINITAS.
Mă simt ca acasă în Ortodoxie, sunt cuvintele tânărului Sophrony, un britanic de doar 20 de ani care a descoperit credința ortodoxă în România. L-am întâlnit la Sfințirea Picturii Catedralei Naționale, locul care pentru el a devenit un simbol al renașterii spirituale.
I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you.
How do you find this event and this cathedral?
It's certainly very unique. I've never seen anything else like it. It's truly amazing. I'm very grateful again to be here. So glory to God.
Why did you choose to come?
Yeah, because I have my beloved godparents here. Of course, Romania was where my spiritual awakening happened, so I had to. It's like a big event for Romania. It's a big event for me. There was no way I couldn't refuse to come, so I had to come. Glory to God.
What was the first thought?
Just wow. Everything's just so big. Like you've never seen like the iconography, all the icons on the wall is just so big. It's just a unique thing. That's what the first thing that stood out to me.
Do you think many tourists will come here?
Absolutely. I think for one, Orthodoxy is growing in England where I live anyway. So that already will spark an interest people to come to places like this from England. But also I think just the sheer scale of it and the size of it and the fact it's new. Even if people aren't Orthodox, it may pique their interest, and who knows, maybe that would also awaken them or something. You know, you never know.
Like it happened to you?
Exactly, you don't know. Only God knows.
Este pregătit pentru o zi lungă, dar plină de emoție. A venit însoțit de o prietenă, Tereza, catehumenă, care se pregătește să devină și ea ortodoxă.
It's your first time here in Romania?
Yes, it is. But I'm half Czech, so it feels the food I've been eating, the traditions that I've been partaking of, the dresses that I've been seeing, they all feel like home to me. So it's good. I really like it. It's a beautiful experience.
But why did you choose this faith?
It's beautiful. There's truth, and it is a tradition that was established by the Church Fathers, and you cannot go wrong with that. You find the roots of tradition, of the religion itself. So that's what brought me into it. For starters, I was Baptist, evangelical. I was ready to get baptized there, but glory to God, Orthodoxy found me, and once I saw truth in it, I could not do it. I could not unsee it. So, glory to God, I'm here.
Pentru Sophrony, drumul spre ortodoxie nu a fost unul simplu. Numele lui din buletin este de fapt Brad, dar astăzi poartă numele Sfântului Sophronie, un sfânt pe care îl simte aproape de sufletul său.
So we can say that you have a great connection with St Sophrony.
I do have a big connection, and he helps me out a lot, and the connection is only really just starting to develop. Every day it just gets more and more closer. Whenever I'm struggling with prayer or anything in life really, when I pray to him from the heart, I can feel him in my heart helping me out and strengthening me spiritually. And because I like to read a lot of his books, his texts. So whenever I try to pray to him, he'll reveal to me, help me remember some of the teachings of his wisdom about the spiritual life to me, so that I remember in that moment, and it helps me in that moment I'm struggling, when I'm in a spiritual battle.
A avut mereu frământări interioare, venea dintr-o viață fără repere spirituale, iar la un moment dat a simțit că nimic nu-l mai împlinea.
I did not discover God, he discovered me. He called me. I was very thirsty for finding the truth. I didn't know what that was. Inside, something was missing that really couldn't be filled by anything of the world. No matter what it was that I tried to pursue in my heart or physically, whether it be any worldly thing like money, business, a political ideology, and any worldly idea of looking at the world and trying to pursue that, it never filled me with anything. I was always left like something's missing, something's empty there. So for a while, especially sort of as I got older, 18 onwards, I was just very uncomfortable. Like something was missing and I wanted to find the truth, but I didn't know what it was. And I can't really define exactly a point in time when it was like, oh God, it just happened, like he called me. And then I just became aware that, oh, like within me, that, oh, God exists and he's calling me. And to be honest, it wasn't until God revealed to me who Jesus Christ really is, that he's God, that everything changed for me. Because before that, I didn't know, because I wasn't from a spiritual background, and the Christianity that I got taught in school or in my life, I never knew that. I never knew that Jesus Christ is God, and it wasn't until God actually revealed that to me, everything just changed, and almost everything just clicked in one moment. And it was like inside, it was filling that void almost of like, oh, this is it. So then I just became extremely zealous then. Didn't know anything about spirituality or anything. I just became very zealous to find out, oh, okay, where do I go with this now? Where do I go to church? Like, which church do I go to? And before I came to the Orthodox Church, I didn't even know it existed.
Student la o facultate de business, Brett a început să caute răspunsuri. Pe internet a căutat cea mai apropiată țară ortodoxă. Rezultatul, România. A ajuns la București chiar în Vinerea Mare anul trecut.
God presented me the opportunity to go, so I just went on my own. At the time, I didn't like. It wasn't. I was going because I was interested in Romania, but at the back of my mind, almost, I was like, maybe I would try and go to some Orthodox churches and see what it's about. See it myself. And this was last year during the Orthodox Church's Holy Week. I just saw lots of people walking around with candles, and I was like, oh, wow, what's going on? And then I walked into the St George Church, the new St George Church. It's very close to here, actually. And
Center, yeah.
Yeah, I walked in, and I can't describe it, but I just felt like I'd arrived home. There's no other, I can't actually explain it. It's just immediately I felt like I was home. I felt that God's presence was there, and I hadn't felt that any other place, any other church, anywhere. So I knew that from then on, this is what I wanted. And it's also interesting to mention that St George is, of course, the patron saint of England. And it's interesting that was the first church that really drew me in.
După ce s-a întors în Anglia, dorul de România și de Biserica Ortodoxă nu i-a mai dat pace. S-a rugat și i-a cerut lui Dumnezeu să-l ducă unde vrea el. Răspunsul a venit curând.
It was one night I was back here and I was in my room about to go out on an evening walk, and I just prayed, Lord, take me wherever you want me to go, because I felt lost at that point.
You came alone?
Yeah, I was alone. Yeah,
And the first time?
Yeah, I was alone both times. I thought, Lord, take me wherever you want me to go, and then I just stopped thinking at all, and just walked out the door, and then just walked and walked and walked until I stepped in here. And I think again it was a Friday night.
În Biserica Sfinții Apostoli Petru și Pavel tocmai se încheiase o cateheză despre Maica Domnului. Tânărul însetat de ortodoxie s-a așezat în strană.
Father George came over to me. First start speaking in Romanian, of course, and then I go English, and then he's very surprised, very joyfully, an English boy, teenager in my church now. And he said, "Are you Orthodox?" And I said, "I just said I want to be."
În urmă cu un an, în ziua de 20 septembrie, vineri, la finalul unei cateheze, a intrat în biserica noastră, l-am invitat la agapă, am discutat, am constatat că era foarte preocupat să cunoască învățătura creștin-ortodoxă și atunci l-am îndemnat să se roage și să caute un preot ortodox în Birmingham, în orașul unde locuiește.
Dar ce curiozități avea? Adică ce v-a întrebat?
Nu m-a întrebat el ceva, noi l-am întrebat și noi l-am invitat la masă și de aici a pornit tot dialogul nostru. A doua zi l-am invitat la Sfânta Liturghie și a fost o bucurie să vorbim un pic despre Sfânta Liturghie, despre momentele, despre semnificația Sfintei Liturghii, despre ce se întâmplă la Sfânta Liturghie și a asistat la Sfânta Liturghie.
So I had the whole day almost just spent with them and getting explained about some certain things about like basics about the Orthodox faith. They took me to the Patriarchal Cathedral on that day as well. Give me a bit of a tour around the area and some of the buildings, and we looked around at a lot of icons because that was a unique thing as well about Orthodoxy. Just all these icons, like it looks beautiful, but what are they? What are they actually showing? So Father George was explaining to me a lot about some of these icons, what they represent and what they mean, and I realised like how I felt like I'd learned so much more than what I did before, but I'd realised that it's just like an endless journey of like knowledge and understanding and history and just endless treasures in the Orthodox faith.
Când a revenit în Anglia, și-a căutat o parohie ortodoxă. A început să participe la cateheze, să citească, să se roage și să descopere pas cu pas frumusețea ortodoxiei.
I asked God to help me find an Orthodox church in the area or nearby that spoke English, because there is a few Orthodox churches in the city near where I live, Birmingham. There's ones that do it in Greek, Romanian, Serbian, Slavonic. So it was about finding one that was actually in English so I could understand everything. And God presented me with a church called the Nativity of the Mother of God in a town very close to Birmingham, just outside Birmingham. And the moment I went there, it was interesting hearing the Divine Liturgy in English for the first time. It was like the exact same. It was like being back here almost. It was like I'm back here in Romania, but I can understand what's actually being said. So that was a nice feeling. But then as soon as I spoke to the priest, my spiritual father now, Father Samuel, he was just so warm and just so like loving, and he was just like very like, he wanted me to come and he wanted me to attend the catechism classes and the Bible classes. He was very excited about it, and the more I went to that church, the more I see that they have a community of also lots of young people in the same position as me, which is very nice to me, because at the time I didn't know anyone else that was Christian, let alone Orthodox, so I just thought I would be like alone almost.
Înainte de botez, a mers în Sfântul Munte Athos, alături de cel care urma să-i devină naș, Augustin, pe care l-a întâlnit tot în Biserica Sfinților Apostoli. În Sfântul Munte Athos a avut parte de momente care l-au schimbat complet. S-a închinat la moaștele Sfântului Siluan, dar și la icoanele făcătoare de minuni ale Maicii Domnului.
The most beautiful place I've ever been to. There's just so much beauty. Of course, you've got the natural beauty. You've got the beauty of the monasteries and the churches. You've got all these holy relics that are there. You've got all these virtuous monastics, dedicated monastics living on the island. And everything's just so simple, and everything's all dedicated to God. Everything's about the glorification of God and nothing else.
Noi am propus, uite-te, noi în vară mergem, dacă ești interesat să mergi, și a zis, bineînțeles că voi face tot posibilul să fiu acolo. Și am fost 5 zile, noi eram foarte strânși cu programul, adică nu puteam să stăm mai mult, că altfel de câte ori mergem în Grecia, măcar o dată pe an, stăm mai multe zile. Dar acum am stat doar 5 zile, din care o zi și o noapte eram cu el în munte. Acolo am stat la un schit grecesc care ținea, cred că, de mănăstirea Sfântul Pavel. Am stat noaptea la liturghie, la 4 dimineața ne-am trezit cu toții.
A doua întâlnire directă a fost cu ocazia unui pelerinaj în Sfântul Munte. A fost pentru prima oară când am mers în Muntele Athos și atunci am rămas foarte uimit de faptul că se pregătea temeinic pentru taina botezului. Știa crezul pe de rost și citea scara Sfântului Anscararu și alte scrieri filocalice. Foarte, foarte adâncit și în rugăciune și în citirea cărților Sfinților Părinți. Ne-a bucurat foarte mult pentru că am observat cum urcă din treaptă în treaptă, duhovnicește vorbind.
Dar așa un tânăr atipic pentru zilele noastre.
Slavă Dumnezeu că sunt mulți astfel de tineri, poate mai mult sau mai puțin cunoscuți. Aceasta a fost purtarea de grijă a lui Dumnezeu față de el și față de noi, să învățăm din exemplul lui. Ne bucură și faptul că iubește țara noastră. De mai multe ori a vizitat și iată acum ne-am întâlnit pentru a treia oară cu prilejul Sfințirii Picturii Catedralei Naționale și putem spune că la Sfințirea Catedralei ne-am întâlnit cu un alt om. Nu mai îi spunem Bret, îi spunem Sophrony și o rugăciune din rânduiala botezului spune așa, că este cel botezat, luminat, miruit, sfințit, spălat în numele Sfintei Treimi. Așa este Sophrony acum la Sfințirea Catedralei. Botezat, miruit, luminat, sfințit.
Despre botezul lui, Sophrony o spune zâmbind.
It was the best day of my life.
A fost foarte frumos, el era îmbrăcat într-o cămașă albă. Cel mai interesant pentru mine ca naș care participam acolo, m-a pus părintele să stau cu mâinile căluși, mi l-a umplut de ulei de măsline, bine sfințit. Și am stat așa câteva minute bune, mi-era teamă să nu se verse și după aceea m-a pus să îl ung, efectiv l-am dat pe păr, pe cap, cu mult ulei cu acel ulei sfințit, l-am îmbăiat cumva.
I can't really explain the feeling. It was just an immense peace and joy that I'd never felt before in my whole life. I can't actually fully explain it, and it was purely external from God. There was nothing that was from me at all. The moment it finished, it was just like my mind just went quiet, and inside it was just an immense peace, and like prayer was just erupting, and I was doing nothing. It was just purely God working within me, and so I was just extremely grateful. And ever since then, it's just been an increase in just zeal to keep on trying to get almost back to that point almost, because it's very hard to get back to that point, but just having that remembering that experience and trying to reach that again with God's help.
Pe 23 august, Bret a devenit Sophrony, iar astăzi, câteva luni mai târziu, a revenit în România la Sfințirea Picturii Catedralei Naționale, locul unde spune că simte din nou același acasă. Pentru Sophrony, România nu este doar o țară pe hartă, este locul în care s-a născut din nou, nu în trup, ci în suflet. Un tânăr britanic ce a venit în vizită și a rămas acasă, în Ortodoxie.